Hi, my name is Arnold. I'm the director of Teach English in China, and today I wanted to talk to you about a topic I care a lot about, which is building your career in China. Because, when we go to universities and talk to people, I think sometimes people have the perception that, going to China is taking a year out before potentially starting a career. But I think it could actually be the start of your career, and it could be an invaluable experience because, going to China is so interesting on many levels. You experience loads of new things, you get exposed to a new language, new ways of doing things. So it's really interesting. But beyond that, I think, we liked working with schools who help you with your career. I mean, the first thing, of course, is that, it's a good school, safe working environment with a good reputation. But we'd like to go a step beyond that and work with schools that really actively sort of challenge you and help you build a career and your skills. So there's lots of different schools that do that in different ways, and we'll do some more videos about different aspects of that in the coming weeks and months. But today I wanted to talk to you specifically about a conversation I had earlier today with one of our longest standing partners who have a really exciting plan, to help people with their career. So I'll set the scene for you. Basically, it's a school in a city called Suzhou. I've been there a couple of times. It's a smaller city, but it's a really nice city, and it's very, authentically Chinese. It's between Shanghai and Beijing. So what they do is they would take you on, and in the first year, you could, before you start, you would get training. You'd get a week to 10 days of good intensive training by their experienced staff. And after that training, you could work in different schools. And I think this is one of the really good things about this particular placement, is that they work with a kindergarten, they work with a primary school and a middle school. So you tend to have a mixed schedule between all of those based on your preference, but potentially you could work some days in each of those schools. So in the first year, you get lots of different experiences with different age groups, different class sizes. So a bit of everything. If you do a good job, you start on around 7,000 RMB. In a small city like China, in a small city like Suzhou, that's a very comfortable salary. Cost of living is really low, so you save a lot of that. In the second semester, you could potentially already get sort of a raise. But then it gets really interesting in the second year because they work with an international school. And if some of their teachers do a good job, you can work at that international school in the second year. So what it is that you'll be teaching students, who are preparing for the Cambridge International Exam. So you get training for that specifically. They actually have 2 trips per year where you get training specifically for that Cambridge International Exam in either Shanghai or Beijing. So it's a brilliant experience, lots of new training that you get. And also, you get more money in the second year. So instead of 7,000, you'd go up to about 10,000. One of the guys who's doing that is a guy, Jack. We recruited him a couple of years back. He's still in Suzhou, and he's teaching at that international school. So what he's also doing now is actually teaching English, but also science at that school. So that's another option that you might have, teach another subject, like business, science, chemistry, could be different things based on your experience and your skill set. So that's his second year. If you stay, I think he's now in his third year, and the salary then goes up to, 13,000 RMB. So this is a really good path, I think, into working at an international school like this. Because, ideally, maybe you'd like to start at an international school, but if you don't have teaching experience yet, I think this is definitely the best way of easing into it. And if you wanted to sort of work in Korea or Japan, after that, this is the perfect way of getting, really transferable international school experience in China through our program. So if it's something you're interested in, definitely get in touch. We'll have some information in the description. Subscribe to our channel as well. We've got lots more of exciting stuff coming up. So speak soon.